The number of COVID cases in the Panhandle is surging once again, as well as the number of active hospitalizations and deaths. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, public health officials discussed changes in reporting the risk of spread for coronavirus with the end of the use of the color-coded risk dials as directed by the Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services. During their Monday update, PPHD Director Kim Engel noted that the number of hospitalizations in the region is up to 7. There are 5 new COVID-related deaths pending verification, and the positivity rate for those getting tested has risen over the past couple of weeks. DHHS is looking at other ways to inform risk within the next few days.
We understand that this is frustrating and disappointing, and we are working at alternate ways to present data that will inform the public. We also understand that many sectors of our communities relied heavily on the risk dial to determine which preventive steps should be taken. So we hope that with this new solution that will be suggested by DHHS, that we can still make plans fit into that.
A meeting with school superintendents is scheduled for later this week, as most schools were using the risk dial as part of their COVID action plans. Engel did note that using the positivity rate as part of the risk assessment is somewhat skewed at this time due to the low number of tests taken, and noted that even the CDC's figures only included PCR results and not the more common antigen testing. Well, a new logo has been unveiled for the Gering Civic Plaza. Tourism Director Carla Needham-Streak says the goal was to have a logo that represents the plaza with a visual identity that will remain consistent and capture the imagination of locals and visitors alike. She says the logo can be seen in different ways. On one hand, it is a slightly abstract depiction of the plaza stage, with the curving shapes representing liveliness and motion. On the other hand, it's a depiction of a covered wagon, a symbol of the expansion into the west and the tenacity of settlers. She says it's a modern design that can represent the Civic Plaza for years to come. The next public event scheduled at the plaza is the opening ceremony for the 2021 Old West Balloon Fest that will take place on Thursday evening from 5:30 to 7:30. Well, coming up after the break, Bill Boyer's in with your Tuesday evening forecast. He'll have that right after the break here on KNEB.TV News.
At Platte Valley Bank, you don't have to be like a tortoise and carry your home on your back. They have mortgage experts that can help you finance the home that's perfect for you. Whether you're a first-time home buyer looking for your next home or simply want to refinance the home you're in, the experienced lenders at Platte Valley Bank are there to help. Contact them at pvbank.com or call and visit with one of the mortgage experts to take advantage of great rates at Platte Valley Bank.
New looks and new decor can be found at Compliments for You and Your Home. Check out the newest styles from Tribal, Charlie B, Ethel, and more. Compliments also has the shoes, purses, and jewelry for any occasion. Plus, right now, get 20% off all clearance apparel. While here, take a look at our solar lights and felt birdhouses. Finally, visit our newest addition, Katie Chandler and her salon. All this at Compliments for You and Your Home, 1708 Broadway, downtown Scottsbluff.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
We're going to be dealing with increasing clouds through the evening hours. We'll turn mostly cloudy and even overcast as we get towards sunrise tomorrow and even the overnight hours. A lot of clouds out there, unable to see most of that Perseid meteor shower that gets started tonight. There's going to be a bit less smoke, though. That's the good news. Slightly cooler temperatures coming tomorrow before we get hotter by Thursday. That monsoon moisture stays just to our west. Right about normal for high temperatures yesterday. Nothing in the rain gauge here. We've fallen well below normal now for the year, almost 2 inches, 1 3/4 inches there below normal. The rich keep getting richer in terms of the rainfall. You'll notice we do have these air quality alerts. They've been trimmed a little bit here for southeastern portions of Wyoming, also lifted for the Panhandle. Flash flood watches, though, out here, not just for the high country of Wyoming, but all the way down through Colorado and into New Mexico. You'll see a large portion of this shaded area here in green. They've had way too much moisture, and they're going to continue to get more. As I said, the rich continue to get richer there. Unfortunately, too much of a good thing. 79 in Norfolk, 92 right now in McCook, 92 in Scottsbluff, 64 in Laramie. And boy, you can see where some of that rain-cooled air has come in. 64 in Cheyenne, 78 in Wheatland, still 96 though right now in Chadron. There are some gusty breezes out here as well, especially with some of those isolated thunderstorms across the area. Severe weather threat stays well off to the north and west of us tonight, and over the next 3 days we really have no major concerns with severe weather threats here across the region, as it's just going to remain pretty much dry. An isolated hit or miss storm, that's it. You'll notice that activity stays in the high country. You'll see the rain showers continue there. We have just clearing skies for a bit, then cloudier skies as we go through the overnight hours. Tonight's lows are going to be held up a little bit thanks to some of those cloud covers in place. We'll be in the 60s. Now tomorrow we have overcast skies, a hit or miss shower or storm through about noon hour, and then we start to clear from west to east. Through the afternoon will be mostly clear, enough to trigger an isolated late day thunderstorm. Will lose its punch with the loss of daytime heating, and will be clearing out towards Thursday morning. And we're going to see highs tomorrow primarily in the 80s. These Gordon and Chadron temperatures not accurate. We'll be in the 80s tomorrow, I think, for everybody. Precip, it's going to depend on where you're at, but a few areas could pick up some isolated rainfall totals. You can see the forecast model spitting out a couple of those, maybe a few hundredths. That's about it. If you get under one of those heavier showers, you may be able to pick up a little bit more than that. So clouds increasing overnight, 65 for your low. Pretty nice day tomorrow. It's going to be cloudy in the morning, sunny in the afternoon. Average it all together. We'll call it partly cloudy. 89 your expected high. In our 7-day forecast, we climb into the 90s both Thursday and Friday. We'll stay in the low 90s on Saturday, then hot conditions to start next week, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Mid and upper 90s flirting with 100 degrees.
Why settle for Wi-Fi that just usually works? Why settle for customer service that's subpar? Why settle for service that's outdated? You don't have to. Settle for more with Allo, the faster, more reliable internet experience that's built for the way you use all your devices. For answers, visit us at allofiber.com/switch today. Allo, settle for more.
Welcome back. Troopers with the Nebraska State Patrol arrested 3 people after finding controlled substances and firearms during a traffic stop in Box Butte County over the weekend. The patrol says at approximately 12:45 a.m. Saturday, a trooper saw 2 vehicles parked near the intersection of Highways 2 and 71 and stopped to offer assistance. During the encounter, the trooper detected the odor of marijuana coming from the inside of a Toyota Camry, and during a search located 5 pounds of suspected methamphetamine, 7 ounces of marijuana, and a handgun. The 3 occupants of the vehicle, 2 from Hot Springs, South Dakota, and 1 from Denver, were arrested for possession of methamphetamine, possession with intent to deliver, possession of marijuana between 1 ounce and 1 pound, and possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. All three were lodged in Box Butte County Jail. Well, a 27-year-old Scottsbluff man charged in a March stabbing has struck a plea deal to avoid going to trial. Dakota James Lee was arrested after Scottsbluff police investigated the incident and found the victim bleeding from several cuts to the face, as well as suffering a broken bone in his thumb. The victim told the officer he tried to fight Lee, who was wielding a large kitchen knife, but suffered several cuts in the process of getting the weapon away from him. The victim said during the assault, Lee said he was going to kill him. Last month in district court, Lee pleaded no contest to charges of second-degree assault and use of a deadly weapon to commit a felony, with an August 20th sentencing date set for the Class 2 and 2A felonies. And the 2021 Cheyenne Frontier Days set records for rodeo and concert ticket sales, with the 10-day rodeo and Western Culture Festival ending on Sunday with a little over 267,000 rodeo and concert tickets sold. KGAB Radio reports that's up 14% compared to 2019 after last year's event was canceled because of the coronavirus. Both Saturday rodeos and 2 concerts headlined by Garth Brooks and Blake Shelton were sellouts. Almost 15,000 people attended Sunday's rodeo finals, where reigning all-around champion Stetson Wright won again. Well, coming up after the break, Chabella Guzman in with a check-in on Ag News. She'll have that in just 90 seconds.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
I've struggled with my weight since I was 13, but weight loss surgery changed my life. I've lost 120 pounds, 80 inches, and gained a whole new outlook on life.
Weight loss surgery may be the answer to your weight and health problems. Regional West offers the support of skilled surgeons and a dedicated bariatric team for your journey to a healthier you. Learn more about weight loss options at Regional West. It's time for a new you.
In boots, new and old, you've walked the rows of life, a fence length of time. You fought the floods, snow, and sweltering heat, and lifted breathing and settled pain. With a smile and a cry, you've strengthened your community and future generations. Sometimes with nothing to say. Often can't say enough. Like, let me do it again.
This is KNEB.TV Ag News from the FNBO Ag Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
The Scottsbluff County Fair kicked off with its 4-H horse show on Saturday at the Scottsbluff Saddle Club. Valerie Baker, one of the coordinators of the event, explains more on the show.
So in Horse 4-H, we, as Bit and Spur, meet starting in January. We do indoor meetings, and we actually have different lesson plans that we do. Juanita Baker's the main leader. And we've done everything from using microscopes to look at the horse's hair to understand more about their coat, to learning all the parts of the horse, the saddle, the bridle, different patterns. There's just all kinds of lessons that we go through and learn. The color of horses was our theme this year. So the kids have really researched that. And of course, now we're at the culmination with the county fair.
Weston Cannon was in the intermediate horse showmanship class and took grand champion. He tells us more about his horse Hank and showmanship.
Sometimes little grumpy, sometimes some days, depends on the day. So I've been working. First I went with Craig Shadwinkle. He helped me slow him down and then me and my family started riding him mostly every day. Then we went to the state fair, and that helped him a lot.
The Scottsbluff County Fair has the Market Swine Show with the Dairy Goat Show today, and tomorrow at 8 a.m. is the Swine Showmanship classes, followed by the Fiber Animal Show, all at the Livestock Pavilion in Mitchell at the Scottsbluff County Fairgrounds.
When you call Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating, you will have options. Repair it, rebuild it, or update it. Whether your furnace stops working or your bathtub won't drain, Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating provides the services you need to be comfortable. Weekends, holidays, or late nights, we will be there. With over 30 years of service, our certified technicians and cutting-edge technology can keep your systems running at their peak efficiency. Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating, every time we enter your home, we leave it a better place to live.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
Dusty Tuckus. He's the GOAT, the greatest bullfighter of all time. Dusty can't just wing it. He trains, he prepares. He's real smart and real tough. At Renewal by Anderson, we honor people like Dusty Tuckness, good people who do great things. Renewal by Anderson is proud to sponsor Dusty Tuckness, the greatest of all time, the GOAT, who would never put up with any bull.
What a year 2020 was. Now's the time to get out and travel this summer to see family and friends you were not able to see this last year. Spend more time enjoying your trip by flying United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with daily flights to and from Denver. Reserve your flight today and remember United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. And don't forget, Thrifty Car Rental is here for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and hitch a ride with your BFF, Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
At Platte Valley Investment Center, we believe in personalized planning for your financial goals.
As your retirement income partners, our concern for your success combined with resources from Raymond James can help you make confident decisions for your financial future.
Our team of financial advisors will help you make your money work just as hard as you did to earn it. After all, our goal is to help you reach your financial goals.
Call me, Jody Rosiska, or Kevin Fig, Financial Advisors, to set up your free, no-obligation pre-retirement review.
And finally tonight, families of all K through 12 students in the Scottsbluff Public School District attended the first ever Bearcat Back to School Bash Booster Club Fall Sports Kickoff on Monday evening. The event at Scottsbluff High School and Frank Park featured activities for kids, performances by the SHS drill team, band, and cheerleaders, plus information booths, food vendors, and more. News Superintendent Dr. Andrew Dick told KNB News the event was also a kickoff for their Everyday Matters message to help boost attendance.
There's a significant amount of research and a strong correlation that shows that the more students are in school, the greater they're going to achieve, and their student achievement's going to be higher, and they're going to be that much more connected to school. And so this is kind of our kickoff campaign to that Everyday Matters message that we're hoping to message throughout school and increase attendance throughout the district.
Scottsbluff Public Schools will start later this month. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. I'll see you here